Hey everybody, welcome back for another memory keeping plan with me. This time it's for the week of September 19th through the 25th, and this week was my cat's quote unquote birthday because we don't know when her birthday is, but this is the birthday she was assigned by the shelter. You've probably heard this story before if you've been around. So I'm using this kit called Kitty from Cinderella paper, and I love all of the cat elements, of course, as well as the whiskers and all of that. And then I also brought in some foil for this spread, so I have the whiskers over underlays from Plannahannah in rose gold because I thought that would complement this kit nicely. So yeah, I don't always use foil, but for special occasions, sometimes I will bring it in, especially if I can find something that I think is super relevant to that kit or to that week. So that's lots of fun. I really think that bottom washi with the whiskers and little heart noses is so adorable. This week I was rather busy. Pretty busy, but I feel like I didn't have as many things to mark except on my cat's birthday. So that meant that I could let the underlays really shine through, which is nice because like if you have underlays, you want them to be able to show. So there were several days this week that I only had to mark a couple of things, and so I could really have that background show through and be really cute. I love the diversity of people in this particular kit. Like they're not just carbon copies recolored of the same person. They're actually different people with different features and even different outfits. So that's really cute. So I used as many of the full boxes as I could. I tried to focus more on using the ones that had cats in them because this was for my cat's birthday. I ended up only using half of the scene box. So I picked the part that had the cats in it and left the part that was just like kind of a generic living room for whenever I use the leftovers of this kit. The Squishmallow box I put on Wednesday because that was my cat's birthday and she is a calico, and part of the reason I picked this kit for her birthday is that that calico Squishmallow was there. Even though she doesn't look exactly like that, she's like a tabby calico, so not exactly like that, but I feel like finding tabby calicos in art that is meant for everybody is going to be a little tricky. So let me know if there's anywhere I can get tabby calico art. That would be cool, but otherwise I'll just go with regular calico. I don't even know if tabby calico is like the actual term. I've heard Torby thrown around, so like a tortoiseshell tabby, but she's a calico, like she's got the white too. She's a very unique little cat. Now I'm putting down the underlays, so I just alternated, or I staggered those the same way that I would with full boxes. Like I said, I don't always use foil, but there's going to be a lot of foil coming up in October just because there's a lot of special weeks, and I just felt like buying a lot of foil for October, so you're going to see a lot of underlays then. Sometimes I feel like when I started with foil, I started with just like overlays, but underlays are fun because then you don't actually have to cover up any of the full boxes, and I do feel like sometimes a lot of foil overlays take away from the full boxes. So underlays are good because you're not covering anything up, like that space would be blank anyway. You can't really see the rose gold in this video. I have not been able to figure out lighting for showcasing foil better, unless it's like silver or hollow foil. Hollow foil photographs and videos very well. And then I'm just going in with washi on the sidebar to put in my habit trackers for skincare and for flossing. And then I'll put in a dinners header and a weekly checklist to write in all of the dinners we had this week. One thing that you'll end up hearing about later is that we did cook some shrimp for the cat on her birthday, so that kind of goes along with dinners. We bought the shrimp like in order to cook for her birthday, and then we ended up making like let's be real, my fiance made it, a like shrimp linguine a few days before. So it was so sad. She would like smell it. Anytime we make any sort of seafood, she goes nuts and assumes, oh, that's cat food. That's for the cat. And we're like, no, not the linguine. You'll get the shrimp a few days from now when we cook it specifically for you without any garlic or seasoning or anything like that, because we don't want to make you sick, you know? All right, then I put in a custom script from Carly Plans for my skincare in the habit tracker, and then I put in a page flag from the kit and a hang in there sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. because this was kind of a rough week. I kind of gave myself a break from grading because originally I was going to start grading essays this week, and I really just had to take the week off because the week before I had been grading like drafts and things for them to prep for those, my students to prep for those essays. So this week I was feeling a little burnt out, so I gave myself a little bit of a break and picked up grading the next week, and just focused on lesson planning and making sure that I was explaining the next project to my students really well. So gave myself a little bit of a grading break. And then I'm going to get into the day by day. So I put in a Carly Plans planner sticker at the top of Monday to mark that I pulled stickers for a plan with me. And then I didn't have that many things to mark on Monday, so I was able to use like a square box and a laptop to mark grading reading responses, so like smaller assignments. And by doing that, I was able to show off that underlay really nicely. Then I put in a little thing and a paperclip icon. This is super old. I think it's from Oh Hello, to mark my office hour. And then I'm going to put in a TV little thing that I had left over from a different kit to mark watching Try Guys, which I'm recording this voiceover on October 1st. Some things went down this week. We'll talk about that next week. How about that? But this was obviously before all of that news broke. So I don't think I've watched a Try Guys video since the news broke this week. I just realized that. Anyway, then I also put in class labels for my classes that I taught this day, and that is Monday. Then on Tuesday, I'm going to mark with a little thing and a car icon from Oh Hello Co. that my fiance had to go work in the office this day. And then I'm going to put in a bill due sticker from the kit to mark paying off one of my credit cards. I go in there before the due date, obviously, and pay off the full balance. That's how I use credit cards. And then I filmed a plan with me, so I'm going to use another really old icon from Oh Hello. I'm just trying to get all of these out of my collection. They still work. They're still sticky, but I don't want to just throw them out because they still work, right? So even though they're not entirely my style anymore, I'm still just trying to use them up. So I used another paperclip icon, also from Oh Hello, to mark my office hour. And then I put in my classes for Tuesday. And Tuesday was another day where I was able to really showcase the underlay really well because I didn't have a ton of things to mark and they were basically on little things. I'm going to put in a piece of washi and a me time script because I was giving myself like a mental health break this day. Before the end of the video though, I'm going to end up pulling up that washi and just putting the script down, again, to show off the underlay a little bit better. There was no reason that I had to put that washi down, so because the script is not on clear paper, it's on like opaque paper, so I just pulled up the washi after the fact. And then this week I used these Oh Hello blobbies holding a little video game controller to mark watching TV in the evening because we mostly watched Game Grumps together, my fiance and I, this week. There's a lot of things, like as far as YouTube goes, like planner stuff, I watch on my own, like on my laptop. But in the evenings, there's things that my fiance has been subscribed to for a really long time that we watch together. We started watching them together when we moved in together, like at the end of 2018. So now I'm really into like Game Grumps sometimes. I'm not always into it, depending on what game they're playing. Try Guys that I already mentioned, Mythical Kitchen. In more recent years, like Tasting History, which started in 2020, and who else? ProZD. So like my fiance finds these YouTube channels and subscribes to them, and then because it's all connected with his PS5, I end up watching it too. So, yep. Then on Wednesday, I marked again with a car from Oh Hello that my fiance also went up to the office that day. And then this was my cat's birthday, so I marked with I'm going to, once I get all of these labels situated, I'm going to mark with a Molly birthday sticker that my cat is now approximately 5 years old. We have no way of knowing, but she was 3 when we first got her, and so we're gonna say she's 5. I have been making the joke that she is ready for kindergarten now. Ha ha ha, I'm so funny. It makes me slightly emotional that she's already 5. But that's life with a cat. And then I was really anxious this day. I think I was just really stressed about work. So I just focused on my cat because I was anxious. So I have a Molly has anxiety sticker and an anxious script from Carly Plans. And then I have a Molly and Tanya sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. because I brushed the cat and I'm out of cat brush stickers. And then I played with the cat. So I have another Molly and a Play with Evie custom script from Carly Plans. Then I put in 2 work labels to mark the classes that I taught that day. And then I came home and did more stuff for my cat. So I'm going to put in another Molly because I gave her catnip. The one plant I have not killed is catnip. Who knew that catnip would be so resilient and easy to keep alive as someone with a black thumb? But yeah, so I plucked off some catnip fresh for her and she had a good time with that. And then when my fiance finally came home from work, he cooked her up some shrimp. So I'm going to use a sushi sticker from the sticker party because who knew? I didn't have shrimp stickers in my collection, but there's a little like sushi or shrimp sashimi thing going on there. I sang her happy birthday kind of cornily when I gave her her regular dinner, and then he sang her happy birthday again when he prepped her shrimp. So I doubt she cares about us singing happy birthday to her, but she was very happy to basically get 2 dinners that night. At the end of that day, I put another gaming blobby for watching Game Grumps. And then on Thursday, I really did not have much to mark. So I took up the whole second box with a square box and a Molly sitting on a pumpkin from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. to mark that it was the autumn equinox. Normally not something I would mark, but like I had nothing else going on this day except work. So I got to take up a whole box for that, and then that really helped show off the underlay there. Then I put in a laptop sticker from Carly Plans to mark that I was lesson planning this day because that's what I try to do. I try to limit my lesson planning to Thursdays, get it all done, and then I can focus the rest of my work days on, well, both teaching the classes but then also grading. I put in 2 more work labels to mark my last 2 classes of the week, and then I put in another gaming blobby for watching more Game Grumps. Friday, I put in that it was 4 weeks till my bachelorette party, so I have these champagne glasses or wine glasses. It's an icon from an old Cinderella paper kit. And then here, again, I put in washi and a script that says day off because this was one of my days off. Again, I ended up taking up that washi later on just because I didn't need it in order for the day off script to be legible, so I wanted to show off the underlay more. I emptied some space off of my cell phone because I was going to have a dress fitting appointment the next day and I wanted to have space for photos or video. So I have a phone icon again from an old Cinderella paper kit, and then I have an old icon from Jump To It Designs and a laundry script from Cinderella paper to mark that I did laundry. And then one of my sisters, who's also one of my bridesmaids, sent a video this day of my 3 sisters unboxing their bridesmaids dresses. So they've already got those, which is great. So I have a Molly holding a heart for that. That was exciting. Then I'm going to put in a label for something that I'm not going to mark on camera, and then another label is going to go in there with a Molly Has Sweet Dreams from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. because I was just trying to relax this day because I knew I was going to have kind of a busy weekend. Then I'm going to mark that our guest book came in for the wedding. I designed it with photos from our engagement photo shoot, and then obviously left space for people to be able to write. And I was just flipping through what I created and loving myself for it because it turned out good and I'm really happy with it. So I marked that with a book sticker from Simply a Mess. Then we tried out a new burger joint this day. It was fine. It's called Peter's Gourmet. That burger sticker is from Cinderella paper. It was fine. I think I'm just still not over how one of my favorite burger restaurants turned into a chicken place a few years ago, like a hot chicken restaurant, because that's really trendy, especially in this area. I'm still not over that because they were really the best burger in the area. And then what's funny is this place that we went to, it used to be a hot chicken place. So it's all coming full circle. We used to have like 3, maybe 4 hot chicken restaurants, like not even like Popeyes or like a chain or Raising Cane's or anything like that, like individually owned chicken restaurants. And now we only have like 2. Because really the best one in town is the best one in town. It can't, like, the other ones can't compete in my opinion. I don't even eat hot chicken. I can't handle that, but I like a good chicken sandwich. Yeah, anyway, it's just funny how like what used to be a burger restaurant is now a chicken restaurant, and what used to be a chicken restaurant is now a burger restaurant. It's weird. At the end of Friday, we watched the next episode of Great British Bake Off, so I put in the Biscuit Week sticker from Little Pencil Design because it was Biscuit Week on Bake Off. Saturday morning, I tested myself for COVID because I was meeting up with a friend, and, you know, we try to keep each other safe. Then I marked with a heart that I met up with my friend and former roommate Wendy because I had a dress fitting appointment, and the one traditional thing we're doing with our wedding is that my fiance is not seeing my dress, so I needed somebody to go along with me, so I asked her. So I have a dress fitting script from Scribble Prints Co. I decided to use the silver foil for this week because the rose gold, Scribble Prints rose gold is more like a pink, and Planahana's rose gold is like true rose gold. So I used the silver just because they didn't really match. I also used a paper shire, like this giant wedding sticker with the bridesmaids, because I had space for it and I needed something to mark the dress fitting with. I thought originally my dress was going to be done this day, but I guess she had a lot of like last minute people come in, so she didn't have time to work on it. So I have to go back next week. So hopefully it'll be done by then. It doesn't have to be done like right now. Like we got time. It's just, I would like to just be done with this stage. Then we went to lunch together, my friend and I. So I have a Once More with Love, like couple having lunch together. And then we went and browsed a bookstore, so I have an old bookstore sticker from Oh Hello Co. Later that evening, we started the Rings of Power TV show. We've only watched 1 episode, Nathan and I, at this point. It's a beautiful show. I don't know how into it I am just yet. It was kind of a slow first episode, but we'll probably pick it up at some point. And then that evening, I was having anxiety about my wedding dress because I don't even know if I want to get into it. I was like overthinking it so much. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But that's an anxiety munchkin from Once More with Love. This happens a lot when I'm like trying to go to sleep at night. Because I'm so tired, my brain just like starts short-circuiting and overthinking things. And this was one of those occasions. Sunday, I wanted to mark that it was my kitten's birthday. So I did that with a Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I marked that it was my future sister-in-law's birthday as well, with a cake sticker from Cinderella paper. And then I used another Molly Has Sweet Dreams to mark relaxing, and then I recorded a voiceover for a plan with me, so I have a podcasting Molly for that. We did chapter 7 of our premarital counseling, so we just have 1 more to go, yay! And then, so that's a Molly cat couple from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I used another create registry script from Scribble Prints Co., this time in the silver foil, because we already created our registry in our main wedding website, but you can also like add other registries to it. So we started a registry at REI this day. So that's fun. So I marked that with a gift icon in the create registry script. And then the registry that we created reminded us that it was a certain number of days until our wedding. And it was like kind of a funny number. So I wanted to mark that. I just thought it was funny. So I have a paper shire couple for that. And then we watched more Game Grumps. So that's what's left of the kit. I hope you enjoyed hearing about my week. It's a very cute cat-filled week, and I love how it turned out. Pretty busy week, but yeah, still left plenty of space. Now you can see that I took up the washi. Oh, there's a photo of my cat in case you've never seen her before. That's whose birthday we're celebrating this week. But yeah, have a great day. Bye.